Welcome to this video on LinkedIn and how to use LinkedIn in 2026. In this video, you're going to find 9 steps to improve your success on LinkedIn in 2026. I know if you're like me, you've probably been getting a little bit fatigued with LinkedIn in 2026. I myself actually used to work at LinkedIn between 2015 and 2019 roughly. And I myself got an inside scoop what it was like to work for a fascinating company. Now, LinkedIn is now over 20 years old. There's over 1 billion people that use LinkedIn every single day. And it's the perfect place if you're a business owner and salesperson to reach your audience. But if you're someone also that wants to accelerate your career, get a job promotion, find that next role, LinkedIn's the perfect place to do it. And I'm going to show you how with these 9 steps. That's right, 9 steps that I'm going to walk you through today to be more successful and get more value out of LinkedIn in 2026. So this is essentially, the challenge is most people are using LinkedIn like it's still 2019. They treat it just as their CV. They don't engage with their audience. They don't add value. They don't use video. And if that sounds like you, stay and watch this video because I'm going to guarantee that you're going to get an improvement after watching this video and spending 10-15 minutes with me learning. Now, the first one is pick your North Star. What do I mean by that? Is what do you want to actually achieve with LinkedIn right now? Do you want to build pipeline? Do you want to get a job? Do you want to use it to build your personal brand? You need to focus in that ultimate goal, that mission, that purpose. So every single day you get on LinkedIn, you understand why you're doing it and you're motivated to improve and increase your success and results. 2, know your ICP. What does ICP stand for? ICP stands for Ideal Customer Profile. This is the individual you're going to be targeting your content at. This is the individual type of person that works at a type of company at a certain stage of growth that you're going to be building relationships with. You need to think about their challenges. What keeps them at night? What content do they like? Focus your content on supporting them. So for me, my ICP is business owners, entrepreneurs like yourself, sales and marketing leaders, and people that are aspiring to be in those roles. So I stay in my lane. Yes, I share personal lifestyle content every so often to sprinkle a little bit of personality, but ultimately I stay in my lane and I focus on my ICP. Number 3, define your content pillars. What do I mean by pillars? They're your core strategy that you've got the foundation of ICP and then you've got your individual pillars of content that you're going to keep coming back to every single day. You're going to ideate around those pillars. You're going to think about how those pillars contribute to your content strategy and you're going to use those pillars to gain more success and get more traction on LinkedIn. So for me, I kind of think about AI native sales. I talk about the systems, the infrastructure. I talk about what's modern outbound, and LinkedIn is a part of modern outbound. And I also care about performance and mindset. So if you want to learn more about performance and mindset, also give this video a like and put a comment below if you want to hear more videos on any specific content. And that's a tip. Ask your audience what they want to hear about in and on LinkedIn so you can support them. Number 4, your profile is your shop front. Make sure you've got a professional headshot. Make sure you've got a strong tagline. It's not just your job title. It's not just what you do. It's how you solve problems for people. It's how you support people. Your about section should have a clear hook. Capture someone's interest so they're drawn into learning more about your expertise and experience. And stay focused, stay professional and on brand. This is not Instagram or TikTok. This is a professional place where you represent yourself professionally. So think about your tonality and how you're coming across on your profile. Number 5, this is completely underutilized, but it's all about commenting and building relationships. So now your ICP, you've got a strong shop front, you know who you're targeting, show up in their feed, show up on their content, comment, like, contribute. It's an engagement platform. It's a networking platform. You wouldn't go to a networking event and not speak to anyone. Don't show up on LinkedIn and not speak to anyone. Have conversations, talk to people, engage in their content, and they're more likely to come back. Think about these 3 key areas on LinkedIn to be successful when it comes to building relationships. 1, make sure you're commenting. 2, make sure you're connecting. And 3, make sure you're following up with direct messages. You do those 3 things, you'll be more successful on LinkedIn. Understand the content funnel. So I like to think of ADA, which is attention, interest, desire, action. How are you creating attention, capturing that attention? How are you generating interest? How are you leading to desire? And how is ultimately someone taking action to contact you rather than you contacting them? Once you get to that stage, and I found myself at that stage now with almost 40,000 followers on LinkedIn, I found it a place where people will reach out to me for advice, for expertise, to contribute to things, to speak, job opportunities. And that's the impact you can have. And don't worry if you're just starting out. You know, the first 10, 100 connections that you make might just be family or friends. And that's totally fine. And even if you haven't been active on LinkedIn for years, but you're now looking to change career or you're looking to boost the business that you've started, don't worry about where you are. Don't worry about where others are. Just worry about where you are and think about the chapter you want to build. And look, nowadays, this is number 7, it's highly unlikely that you're going to run out of ideas. Why? Because we tend to record our conversations. You've got a voice memo on your phone. You should be thinking all the time about content ideas, listening to problems in your market, reading your competitors' posts, cross-platform mining, reading Reddit, reading X, reading YouTube or watching YouTube videos and TikTok videos and getting ideas that you can funnel into LinkedIn. Number 8, 2 more to go, is when you're posting content, there's multiple types of content that you can create. There's text-based content, there's video, there's image carousels, there's imagery, there's guides, whatever it might be. And if you want some tips and videos specifically around different types of content on LinkedIn, drop a comment below with what you're interested in. But ultimately, you want to hook someone in with that first line. Be specific, drive the problem, get them agitated, provide insight and the proof, and then that call to action. So remember, it's hook, problem, agitate, insight, proof, and then call to action. And then number 9, track, test, analyze, learn, iterate, improve, experiment. That's the fun of this. Don't get too hung up on the data and the results. You've got a life to live. Enjoy the process and make sure you're having fun. So this is my video on how to build success on LinkedIn in 2026. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like. If there's more you want to see, please make a comment and also subscribe to the channel.